So I'm gonna continue with the Babu Bachchan character. बाबू बच्चन मैंने नाम रखा है मेरे हॉगवर्ट्स कैरेक्टर का. सिलेक्ट से मैप है, इससे चैलेंजेस है. कल ये सब बताया, जरा थोड़ा सा रिकैप कर लूं बिकॉज मैंने ऑनलाइन टिप्स देखा कि इसको स्किप नहीं करना चाहिए. टॉक टू प्रोफेसर फिग. ऑलराइट, विल डू.
Revelio.
I can't interact with it. ये है ना, कुछ है इधर. Central Hall Fountain, Guide Pages. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of sirens encircling the fountain's base. Magical creatures. ये siren की mermaid है. Whatever the fuck. Anyways, talk to Fig, right?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Of course, sir. उसको क्यों बताऊँ? जब आप बोलेंगे तब बताऊँगा. लेकिन मुझे झूठ बोलना अच्छा नहीं लगा.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good.
Headmaster.
Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
अरे क्या हो गया? This icon represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Alright. Abhi, Defense Against Dark Arts class. The field guide map shows Professor Hackett's class in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in the castle. We need to use the charmed compass in the field guide to help me find the way. Alright. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be at the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. By completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Okay. So ये icon side quest है और ये main quest.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Quest completed. Welcome to Hogwarts. अच्छा ये चार्म कंपास अलग से कास्ट करना पड़ेगा. रास्ता बताएगा. गूगल जीपीएस, गूगल मैप से. पेज बड़ा है. I should catch it, but how? Won't open. Why that? How do I catch this page?
Revelio.
कुछ चाहिए रहेगा, कोई स्पेल वेल चाहिए रहेगा. Anyways, तो पहले डार्क आर्ट्स के साइड क्वेस्ट आर नाउ अवेलेबल. पहले चार्म क्लास में जाए कि डिफेंस अगेंस्ट डार्क आर्ट्स. आई थिंक यही सही रहेगा.
Revelio.
फ्री एक्सपी है, लेते रहना चाहिए. The medical wizard Gregory the Swarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is the best friend. Nice. Unctuous unction. देखो हेल्थ बढ़ गई मेरी.
What are you up to now? On Christmas Eve.
डिटेल्ड मैप कैसे देखा जाए? अच्छा डिटेल्ड वो मिनी मैप जो है वो इसमें वही दिखता है. ये तो पोशंस लग रहा है क्लास, लेकिन अभी नहीं है. पोशन रूम ऑब्वियसली.
Revelio.
कुछ घंटी तो बजे. Horrors comprise the ministry's magical law enforcement, protecting the wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those possessed by dark magic. This horror badge belongs to Professor Shaw. Anyways, चलो enough time wasted. I'ma do the main quest.
My sister will be home for the holidays.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
मेरे को लग रहा है चांस क्लास ज़्यादा डार्क आर्ट्स क्लास ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है. तो चांस क्लास पहले का बोरिंग वाला. ऊपर है. कोई फास्ट ट्रेवल पॉइंट तो है नहीं. मेरे को लगता है पूरा चल के ही जाना पड़ेगा.
Revelio.
Why can't I open this chest? धीरे धीरे समझ में आएगा ये सब.
Revelio.
Ghost dancing. How nice. वाह, ऐसा पूरा हॉगवर्ट्स लग रहा है यार. वो हैरी पॉटर यूनिवर्स. ऐसा लग रहा है हॉगवर्ट्स में सही में हम लोग घूम रहे हैं. One of the better movie adaptation games for sure. Spider-Man,
Professor
Alien,
Rosen seems to go on a bit.
Isolation.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Haven't found it.
Oh,
Some of us
Probably
don't
for the
necessarily
best.
want him
I've
to
been
get back
through
to the
broomsticks all
lesson.
day.
The portraits in the castle don't always
Let's
have
go
something
in.
interesting to say, but many of them do chatter on.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Haswadi.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
ये इंडियन लग रहा है हाव भाव बोली से तो, लेकिन रोनन नाम क्या है? इंडियन नाम तो नहीं. एनीवेज, तमंचा नहीं है क्यों? चढ़ियो.
Accio.
Well done.
That is not bad.
You are a
हम लोग
swift
natural
learner.
talent है boss.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
रोहन नाम होता है इंडियन, लेकिन ये रोनन क्या नाम है? एनीवेज, इंडियन.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Splendid! Happens to the best of us. That's it! Stay focused. Very good. Not to worry.
अच्छा
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
without going over it. हाईलाइट ही नहीं हो रहा है. अच्छा अपनी टर्न आएगी तब. ऑलराइट. हल्के से कैसे कास्ट करूं? अच्छा जितना देर दबाएंगे उतना.
Watch this.
अरे ये तो बहुत प्रो है.
That is how it's done.
अरे
Let us see this.
Excellent control there.
no problem.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
बहुत प्रो है लोडी यार. बस बस.
That's it.
Cool.
Watch this. That is how it's done. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Ha.
Quite impressive. Let us see this. Phew.
That should. उसके पॉइंट कटने चाहिए ना. बॉल गई बाहर.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Brilliant. Dino bar 50
Perfect
points.
score. Remarkable.
Take a victory lap.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
क्या यार ग्राफिकल सेटिंग्स थोड़ा लो किया, रे ट्रेसिंग फिर भी ये FPS ड्रॉप्स बार बार आ रहे हैं. They really need to fix this. The
Class is
developers.
dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
हम natural है boss.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful.
Oh, really?
I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all.
Very nice.
And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Thank you for telling me.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
After my brother.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
चलो चार्म्स क्लास तो खत्म हो गई. Let's go and attend defense against dark arts as well. Talk to the student as well.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
New quest available ऐसा आ रहा है. इधर है quest. No side quest available. Why? Nothing additional. Claim rewards. ये मैंने टिप देखा था ऑनलाइन की you need to come and claim rewards, otherwise आपको कुछ मिलेगा नहीं quest rewards. Gear appearance और उसका क्या रिवॉर्ड था? Quest का gear appearance. चलो anyways, let's go and attend defense against dark arts. इसका मतलब ये
Hello
गेम
there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes, and who are you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
शुक्रिया.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
चार्म्ड वो कैसा था? अरे अच्छा बी से रोल है.
Revelio.
इससे रिवेलियो सही है. चार्म्ड कंपास कैसे कास्ट किया था? चार्म्ड अच्छा है वही तो. This way. Anyways, ऊपर क्या है?
If only Black had the power to choose the other professors too, then we could.
Akio should work on this.
Accio.
By the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
What's your deal, cat?
I'm not telling lies, please. It was Albert Boot.
Cute cats.
Revelio.
Just exploring, man. सबसे ऊपर क्या है? इस साइड.
Revelio.
अच्छा ये. Barnabas the Bomb. Polish attempt to train trolls for the ballet. Oh, really? One can only imagine the impact on the arts had he succeeded. रोल से पहले करवा रहा था. फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट ढूंढ रहा हूँ एक्चुअली. कोई फ्लू फ्लेम क्यों नहीं मिल रहा? फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Who's saying this? My dear Satyavati, you'll be pleased to hear that I received word from my contacts at Cambridge who considered that I am in fact correct in understanding of meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and a British astronomer, both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer, all muggles, mind you, as far as I know, propose calculating the position of the dust at Earth's orbit as means of connecting meteors to comets. Brilliant, really. One can only imagine what they might do with an enchanted telescope. Frustratingly, in my correspondence, I did feel that I had to continue using the pseudonym from my days as a gentleman scholar. While I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity, the reason irks me. I'm so looking forward to our trip later this year to Jantar Mantar. What an adventure we shall have. I miss you, dear sister, and do hope you're well. Love, Sucharita. सुचित्रा ने सत्यावती को चिट्ठी लिखी है अबाउट सम मीटियर शॉट्स, कोई रिसर्च के बारे में. आप हैं सुचित्रा, साड़ी वाली मैडम. इंडियन कनेक्शन.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
और ऊपर अब ये सब बाद में वापस एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट मिल गया तो वी कैन कम हियर एनी टाइम वी वांट.
Revelio.
अच्छा ये शटर रे ट्रेसिंग ऑफ करके भी हो रहा है, इसका मतलब रे ट्रेसिंग से रिलेटेड नहीं है ऑन द पीसी. मे बी आई शुड रन कीप इट ऑन. व्हाई नॉट, लाइक बिकॉज वो तो रे ट्रेसिंग से रिलेटेड है अभी नहीं. रिस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा बोल रहे हैं. I'd rather not.
If I had to pick a professor to race against, it would be Hackett.
Oh, it will only take a moment तो, और फटाक से सेव भी हो जाएगा. 1 मिनट में गेम रिस्टार्ट कर लेता हूँ. अरे
Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts must have been the victim of a flock of
Okay, we are back online, back in game. Babu Bachchan.
If you're sure.
Oh, I see a difference.
You already know the dates of every goblin.
Normally, ray tracing वगैरह का I can't really tell in fact.
Then I shall test you both at the
Games,
same time.
many games. But ये game में थोड़ा difference दिख रहा है यार.
Why?
Because we shall hear
Reflections.
each other. Then we'll know the answers.
Oh, you can see those reflections.
That is a point. You're saying I need to take
Shadows भी better है. Ambient of illusion.
Goblin rebellions.
और परफॉर्मेंस पेनल्टी है नहीं तो व्हाई नॉट कीप इट एट अल्ट्रा ओनली 3070 पे अल्ट्रा चल जाना चाहिए मेरे को लगता है एट 1440p प्रोफेसर हैकेट को कितना देर रुकवा रहा हूँ बेचारे प्रोफेसर मैं ये फ्रेम ड्रॉप्स यार ब्लडी क्रूल ट्रेसिंग यार शायद नहीं ऑन करना चाहिए था ट्रेसिंग टैक्सिंग मीडियम या हाई मीडियम पे देखूं एक बार अभी तक मैंने ट्राई नहीं किया Oh, the game crashed. I'm sorry guys. I'll launch it again. An error occurred. Okay, finally launching. एक तो ये शेडर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन कर रहा है अभी तुम लोग को कितना मालूम है मालूम नहीं लेकिन ये आजकल ये प्रॉब्लम बहुत हो गया है DX12 जनरेशन में शेडर्स ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं रहते हैं तो ये फ्रेम ड्रॉप्स और स्टटर्स बहुत होते हैं जो गेम के शेडर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन सही नहीं रहता इस जनरेशन की गेम्स का ये PC पे ये बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है especially Unreal Engine की गेम्स क्या सेटिंग है जरा देख लो मीडियम पे गया कि नहीं मीडियम कर रहा था रे ट्रेसिंग को अप्लाई तो हुआ है लग रहा है और विजुअली तो मेरे को अच्छा ही लग रहा है शैडोज Okay.
What are you up to now?
Something we need to prepare for.
Revelio.
ऊपर चेस्ट है, ऊपर वाले फ्लोर पे है। कहाँ घंटी बज रही है? अच्छा चलो, विल सी लेटर। बेचारे प्रोफेसर हैकेट कब से मेरा इंतजार कर रहे होंगे। My God, terrible frame drops. इधर से डायरेक्ट रास्ता नहीं है क्या? Can't I just jump down?
It's about time Hogwarts put someone like that in charge.
Oh my God, disappearing
Stop all these disgusting
characters, 10 frame rate. Wow, horrible.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
कोई जगह यार परफॉर्मेंस एकदम घटिया है। और कंसोल्स पे PS5 या Xbox पे परफॉर्मेंस इतना बुरा नहीं है गेम का, PC पे ही इतना बुरा हाल है कहीं कहीं।
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Very nice.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
लेवियोसो मूवीज में
लेवियोसो
हर कदम पे यूज होता था ये स्पेल हैरी पॉटर मूवीज में सारी मूवीज के ट्रेडमार्क स्पेल्स।
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Yeah, 9 frame rate. दिमाग को short.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a
अब ये
fair
सीन
duel using
रे
only
ट्रेसिंग ऑफ करके भी
Levioso, basic cast, and
इतना ही बुरा
Protego.
परफॉर्म करेगा
You
क्या?
may begin.
मेरे को लगता है चेक करना चाहिए। अपने पास वो सेव गेम है, वहां से लोड करके वापस रे ट्रेसिंग ऑफ करके सेक्शन वापस।
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Yes, we are very good.
Complicates things.
Levioso.
You executed Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Good form. I know.
First duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
यार मेरे को देखना है कि रे ट्रेसिंग
I put you on the
ऑफ
spot,
करके भी इतना
and you
परफॉर्मेंस
rose
इतना
to the
बुरा है।
challenge. Points to Slytherin.
ऐसे सीन
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand
और
excellence
किसी
from
को
my
लग रहा रहेगा
students.
कि
They
DLSS
are
मैंने ऑन नहीं किया
capable
तो
of
वो
achieving
भी
it,
किया।
and they must
बैलेंस
achieve
करेक्ट।
it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right.
Okay, let's see with ray tracing off also this section. नहीं because क्या comfortable है वो मालूम होना चाहिए ना। इतना ये तो unplayable फ्रेम रेट्स हैं यार।
It's enough spectacle for one day.
देखो अब ठीक हो गया है। वो भी ऐसा इतना quirky है। कभी अचानक ठीक हो जाएगा, कभी नहीं। नहीं एक्चुअली ऑफ हो गया ट्रेसिंग, इसलिए ठीक हुआ परफॉर्मेंस। बोल रहा है कि रिस्टार्ट चाहिए, लेकिन रिस्टार्ट के बिना भी अप्लाई हो जा रहा है। देखो पैसेज में तो साफ दिख रहा था whenever ray tracing was on. This room I'm not sure. ऑन ही लगा। ठीक है चलो ऑफ करता हूँ और फिर ये रूम कैसा परफॉर्म होता है, फिर ऑफ ही रखे यार। देखो मच बेटर, फिर भी फ्रेम ड्रॉप्स आ रहे हैं लेकिन नॉट सो हॉरिबल कि अंडर 10 बार बार चले जाए और पूरा का पूरा सीन अंडर 10 चले। रिस्टार्ट करके देखना चाहिए ये सीन। करता हूँ। वो जो पैसेज में सेव किया था हमें मैनुअल वहाँ से वापस करते हैं. Okay, you can tell ray tracing is off, you know. वो दीवार पे वो reflections नहीं पड़ रहा. But other than that, yeah, graphics are still very good enough. You know, pretty much the same. और देखो यहाँ ये अभी जो आएगा सेक्शन जो हॉल आएगा एकदम हॉरिबल परफॉर्मेंस. हाँ यहाँ पे much better देखो. So the ray tracing implementation is problematic. Random performance drops है but not nearly as bad. Ray tracing off रखो तो. और ये पूरा सीन में कैसा है? Much better. Playable. वो तो unplayable है. Below 10 FPS with ray tracing.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Dragon poachers.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Breakthrough yellow shields and control spells. यानी कि yellow वाली spells. Like the levitation spell, Levioso. Okay.
Levioso! Now, the basic cast. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Fighting scene क्या है?
This should be easy.
Now Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy lively duels. If only all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Sebastian. Oh, Slytherin वाले का नाम याद नहीं आ रहा मेरे को.
I
Movies
put you
में
on
जो
the
था.
spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have
जो
the
हैरी
opportunity
पॉटर
to
का हमेशा
practice.
दुश्मन.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, speak with Sebastian.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
नहीं बस fighting करके है. चलो, let's be humble.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Brattleby. चलो, डार्क आर्ट्स की क्लास भी हो गई. Complete 4 main story quests. 1 कैसे 2 होना. और ये जो लेजेंडरी ग्लव मिले वो कहाँ है? इन्वेंटरी में. Yeah. Rather not. मेरे को सूट नहीं कर रहा.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
now what? Meet with Professor Weasley.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Actually, Hogsmeade भी मैं ये दो क्वेस्ट ही करने वाला था ये स्ट्रीम में, बट हॉग्समीड वाला सेक्शन भी कर लेते हैं। आपने को बोल रही थी वो इतने है बेल टावर में पोशंस क्लासरूम इधर से पास में वो भी करते हैं हॉग्समीड वाला जो भी करना है सेक्शन। सेंट्रल हॉल, अरे इधर वो घूम रहा था पेपर, हाँ वो कैच कर लिया मैंने। Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration courtyard has a likeness of Wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather, despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan. This is most assuredly not meant to be the Wyvern of Y, slain by the lively Night Owl in spite of himself. Whatever, मैं तो खाली एक्सपी कलेक्ट करने के लिए कर रहा हूँ ये सब। फील्ड गाइड पेजेस कलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ हर जगह।
What about the room, Professor?
अरे ये तो ठीक
I
है।
was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
मुझको लगा डॉबी होगा मूवी में जो था।
Oh, excuse, Deke.
House elf.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
हाँ यार हम लोग का डैमेज कितना लो है बेसिक स्पेल का। हाँ पोशंस की दुकान के बारे में कुछ बताओ।
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay. So यहाँ सही में कोई
There's an
Ollivander है?
Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
ठीक है. I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd rather go with Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Meet Professor Weasley. वो तो हो गया ना. Report to Professor Ronan. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. Will be mending, charm, repair, or which is required to complete other quests. Quest menu में you can track it. Alright. मतलब नई spells सीखने के लिए जरूरी है ये assignment quest करना.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Practical knowledge.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay. Collect the flying page and the broken statue. Collect flying page and defense against a dark art star. Whew. Broken statue to ye rahi.
This is the right area. Wonder where the flying page is.
Oh, ye raha na.
Leviosa!
अच्छा मैं लेवियोसो बराबर ही मार रहा हूँ. लेवियोसो नहीं मारना है यार. क्या है वो उसका नाम? एक्यो. खींचने वाला.
Accio.
Got it.
Got it.
Revelio.
Where's the other one? Dark Art Solitar.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Accio. Brilliant.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from the fight.
दोनों कर लिया प्रोफेसर.
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
New spell unlocked. Reparo. Mend broken objects and pieces of the environment. Alright. Bridges, statues, etc. etc.
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
चलो असाइनमेंट हो गया. Now main quest. और एक glove. किधर है?
Revelio.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Revelio.
कहाँ घंटी बज रही है यार?
Still dealing with that nasty goblin. Can't have been good for Gordon.
I wonder if you learned different things about him. Although I can't see any.
Bungled on. Fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted steady companion.
In the hamlet outside of
Very cool.
Things I
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
ये क्या गेट
I
है
was
कि
glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
कि पहुंच
As
गए
am I.
हॉगवर्ट्स?
Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel.
Revelio.
The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Feeling than the wind in your hair as you fly above the world on a broom.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Beautiful
Has she?
Hogwarts.
That's nice to hear. I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Wow, I like this scene, this location. मतलब इतना spectacular graphics नहीं है गेम के, लेकिन more than functional, I would say.
Revelio.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree.
Banned books पढ़ने का शौक है तेरे को, मेरे को भी है खैर, because I'm like Harry Potter.
Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Oh, cool. Let's collect some. Lacewing flies. Potion making ingredient.
Revelio.
And the frame drops are brutal.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
You certainly don't see that every day.
एक तो ये बहुत quirky है, अचानक बिना रीजन के फ्रेम ड्रॉप्स चालू हो जाएंगे.
Do you think Poppy's already...
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof and Sugarfoot.
TLS is balanced वैसे वो भी है क्या FSR 2? एक बार FSR ट्राई करें. Balance.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
A Forbidden Forest. मूवी में वो रहता था इसमें क्या नाम था वो उसका मोटे का बड़ा जाइंट जो था लॉल उसका नाम भी याद नहीं आ रहा थोड़ा टाइम हो गया ना मूवीज देख के हैग्रिड इसी में रहता था ना और कितना दूर है भाई
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go round telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
ओवरऑल एफएसआर का परफॉर्मेंस बेहतर लग रहा है लेकिन देखो अभी वापस वी आर बैक टू अंडर 20 My God, they really need to work on the bugs and the performance problems.
I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
वैसे मैंने अल्ट्रा करके रखा है ज़्यादा करके गेम्स में तो हाई और अल्ट्रा में इतना आजकल फर्क नहीं होता Let's try high settings.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit.
But high के साथ we'll use DLS, not FSR. ये क्या है भाई? NVIDIA NIS. What's that now? थोड़ा sharpness लगाना चाहिए
First-hand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Okay. और देखो अचानक फिक्स हो जाती है मेन्यू में जाके आओ प्रॉब्लम्स कई बार मेन्यू में जाके आओ तो फ्रेम रेट ड्रॉप फिक्स हो जाता है शेडर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन इशू ही लग रहा है मेरे को दूर है यार
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Wow, I like बड़ा open world दिया यार I like that.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Huh? Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi, guys, ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Protego!
Hogsmeade, historic Hogsmeade. Potion supplies, merchant goods, no trolls allowed. Okay, we are arriving at Hogsmeade. They've clearly put so much effort into this game. कितना मेहनत से बना है.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic
थोड़ा
of this place,
optimization भी कर दें हम बस.
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Rebellion!
Precarious cauldrons. Okay. सबको नहीं करना चाहिए ऐसा.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade Village is brimming with different side shops and other points of interest that you can navigate using your field guides map. Alright. Okay. For now, I think I'll have to end the stream here. पर कहीं जाना था. वैसे भी मैं सोच रहा था वो दोनों क्लासेस वाले क्वेस्ट करूँ आज. तो हॉग्समीड भी आ गए. यहाँ से कल करेंगे. इन द मॉर्निंग और इन द इवनिंग. जब भी टाइम मिले कल यहाँ से करते हैं. 3-4 मेन क्वेस्ट अगेन. तो एनीवेज